Today we are going to talk about something very simple yet quite interesting, which is why one is not able to build a habit. Now, see, habit is something nothing but a task, a activity you do on repetitive mode each day as a part of your routine, right? So, whenever we like, of course, we all in our lives want to start with new habits or had wanted to start with new habits at some point, right? Probably wanting to study, building a habit of studying, or building a habit of working out, right? So why are we not able to start with those activities and sustain them? Why are not we able to build them as a habit, right? Why are not we able to perform them repetitively every day until it becomes a habit, right? Habit is something which habit is a task on which you have confidence of yourself that you will perform the task as a part of your routine each day, every day, no regardless of anything, right? Now, see, the thing is that whenever you want to start something new, you probably must not have tried it so far in your life, right? So now your brain, when it looks into the past, it does not get evidence to believe in you that you will able to perform that task in the future, right? I hope you're getting my point. Like if I want to start start studying, till now I've not studied in my life, or if I have, then not so efficiently or not so productively, right? So now when my brain looks for the evidence in order to attain trust in oneself that yes, this motherfucker can study in future regardless of anything, it does not get any evidence, right? In the past, right? So since it does not have evidence, it does not get convinced, it does not believe in you that you will be able to do that. And now when it does not believe you, you have this insecurity in your mind that you might not be able to sustain that thing in the future. You might be able to, you always, there will be a thought in your mind that if today I perform, then insecurity will pop up that okay, I have to perform it tomorrow also. Oh, what if I didn't show up tomorrow, right? And you perform it tomorrow, then the day after tomorrow, oh, I have to perform it tomorrow also. What I will do if I don't show up tomorrow, right? So this insecurity comes because so far your brain is not yet convinced that you are able to perform the task on repetitive mode, right? You see, and your brain now feels that in future at certain point I will quit, I will not be able to sustain it, right? So what it does is that it rather than quitting, it thinks that rather than quitting in the future due to the circumstances or probably of laziness or unproductiveness, why not I quit it right now at the moment by my own will? You see, human mind likes to have a feeling of likes to have a feeling that all the circumstances in which he is, in which the human is, all the consequences are because of him, right? Are because of his decisions, right? Because when we have this feeling, we feel a sense of hope. If something has occurred in our life because of us, then it can also be perished because of us. And but similarly, if this feeling does not arise, it's not attained by mind, and it thinks that due to some external factors something occurred in our life, we feel hopeless that why did we let something else affect our life? And now since our life has been affected by an external factor, will it be able to be back to the normal, right? So that is why human brain likes to have a feeling of having decisions made at your own will, right? uh, one very good example was given in subtle art of not giving up. That imagine two situations where in both situations you will be running 20 kilometer marathon, right? But the only difference is that in first case you will be forced to run a marathon, you will be threatened to run a marathon by pointing a gun at your family's head. You will be forced, you will be threatened that if you do not run that marathon, your family will be killed. And in the on the other hand, in this same scenario but different factor, in the second scenario where you run for yourself, for your own enjoyment, because of your own will, you might not have ran a single kilometer in life, but you now start, you do something new, you try something new and run 20 kilometers. You will feel tired though, but fresh, lively, right? Why? Because it was made on your own decision, not because of someone else's threat or warning, right? That is why human brain quits today. Whenever we perform it feels that if you quit today, then at least we'll be saved by the doom in the future of leaving, quitting something due to an external factor, right? So it just forces you to quit today, quit today, quit today. And rather than having this insecurity in mind that, oh, tomorrow I might not be able to, what if I don't show up tomorrow, what if I don't do this tomorrow, right? So it prefers that comfort of quitting today, right? It's not because of laziness, it's because of this insecurity. So how do we build this you know decrease this insecurity and build up a confidence in yourself, that yes, this motherfucker can do this shit till as far as I can look, right? For that, you have to do nothing but perform a task on repetitive mode. Because as it said in Atomic Habits, that when you perform a task so repetitively that it gets attached to your identity. You see, if I work out for months, like 4 months, 6 months, then I will be convinced, my mind will be convinced that yes, this can work out and this can sustain this activity in future as well, right? Because it has performed this activity, same set of activity, in since past few months. When I look back, I get evidence, so it gets attached to my identity. Yes, I am the one who likes working out, I am the one who goes to the gym every day, I am the one who shows up every day, right? So when it gets attached to your identity, your brain automatically builds confidence. It gets confidence, and it gets convinced that you will be able to sustain this in the future as well, right? And thus you have to do nothing but perform a task repetitively every day without I'd say you prefer having not having a single thought. Because if you have a thought in your mind regarding that activity, then your insecurity most likely will increase about the fact that what if tomorrow you don't show up, right? So that is why I'd say that don't think about anything, just perform that mindlessly, right? And you will reach to a point where your brain will attach to a identity, and your brain will be convinced that yes, now I don't have to worry about what if I don't show up tomorrow, because I know that I will show up tomorrow, because I have been showing up since past few months, past few years, right? Now the question arises that how do we start something, and how do we do it so repetitive times that we it gets attached to our identity, right? For that, I suggest two methods, right? And both you can do simultaneously as well, or you have to do simultaneously. First, having a clear why is a cheat code. Telling you, having a clear why makes your task a part of a bigger picture. It gives you a reason to keep going, to start something, to keep going, right? You have that goal which you have to achieve, and in order to attain that, you have to perform this task. So you will get a sense of confidence and a reason to perform a task, right? And second, having a blueprint, at least in starting for few upcoming steps, makes the starting journey more smooth. And if the starting journey is smooth, then you will more likely be able to sustain it in the future as well, right? Because you see, if you start something and you find it way out of your league, then of course it will decrease your confidence, and might increase insecurity whether you show up or not tomorrow. So basically the games around confidence and about the fact that whether you show up tomorrow or not. So in order to perish this insecurity, you have to do nothing but perform a task repetitively till a point it gets to your it gets attached to identity. And in order to repeat the task so many times to reach that point, you shall have a clear why and a clear blueprint, at least for starting steps. So yeah, that was it for from my side for today's video. Hope you like this video. Meet you in the next video. Bye.